Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved on the PS4. Unfortunately, today frickin' sucks, man. Well, it's actually pretty hype. Last episode we got our Kentrosaurus and all that jazz. This episode we're setting out to get the giant bee, which was one of the new things in the update. I said we'd check it out. We're also gonna go ahead and actually name the Kentrosaurus right there at closer to the end of the video. But in the meantime, I do have very awful news. Also, we did have to do some preparations here to get ready for the giant bee. We made ourselves I would say quick. I'd be lying to all of you guys if I said that though. We did make ourselves a little bit of a trip though to go and kill up some Kyrakus so we could get the necessary things for a ghillie suit, because we kind of do need a ghillie suit pretty badly for taming up the giant bee. You guys will see why in just a little bit. But we also went ahead and did a little bit of farming to get ourselves what we needed for that. That, of course, being the bug repellent, the two necessary ingredients for the giant bee. But before we continue with the giant bee talk, there's awful news. I recorded this with live commentary. Right now, there's post-commentary. If you guys know anything, if I'm post-commentating, you know something bad happened, and yeah, it did. For some reason, my video, which was 33 minutes of raw footage, ended up being 52 minutes. The audio's really distorted, so I had to go into Vegas. I had to like speed it up so it was the right amount, but then now my audio is super mega duper distorted. But kind of a lot of the stuff I'm talking about is relatively relevant to what's going on, so unfortunately I kind of got pretty screwed here, so that really sucks. I could attempt to, I'm gonna try and like just kind of let you guys know at least what was on my mind at certain points in time. Currently, I don't know, it looks like I'm giving Miss Snuggles the eye, like, hey Snuggles, let's go snuggle in bed or something. But I think right around this point, I should be realizing that I was stupid and I forgot rare flowers, because we did need rare flowers, so I ended up going on a small little field trip to get those, which is, but the good news is that the giant bee is super common around us. That's where we kind of lucked out lately. Also, sorry that there's not gonna be really game volume, because that was part of, it's all part of the same audio track when I record, because I record video and audio, and then those things are like, all the audio is like me talking, and then the game is the same, so I can't like make one lower and one higher and like post editing or anything. And even if I could, the audio, all the audio is really messed up, so it would just sound really weird. I'm still so confused why this happened. I really hope this doesn't start happening, because that would really screw the PS4 series. But yeah, right around now I'm realizing I need to go on a rare flower field trip. But the good news is that the giant bee, you're going to be able to find it in beehives around the area. There should be able to find them in a wide variety of places. Maybe not wide variety. It's okay, it's definitely not wide variety, I could tell you that right now, but you can find them in a good amount of places. And if I'm ever like standing still or something, that means I'm trying to tell you guys about something. Right now, if you look at the map, kind of the area that my ghillie suit's covering right south of where it said me, that was one of the areas we could get it. Right around here I should be going on my little field trip, because I did need to go on a little errand run, because I'm a dingus. I know, I'm a certified dingus. I apologize greatly, but the giant bees are very common around pretty much throughout the redwood biome, which is super nice, because where we decided to build has for some reason ended up being super amazing. Here's our trip. I just kind of edited through because I don't think you guys want to watch the entirety of that trip. And as soon as I come back, of course, everything is just being attacked by a Thorizino. We lose. Stantler, man. I was so, oh my god. Dude, in the moment, I was so sad when that happened. Sorry, this is gonna be a bit of a different episode because of the whole post-commentary. I hope you guys are okay with that, because that's really the only way I could salvage this, because I don't think you guys want to listen to Broken Robot Star talking for about 20-30 minutes, you know? But oh dude, we almost lost Aladar too. Dude, you guys can see how bloody Aladar is. Everyone else is pretty fine. Spike, Snuggles, I trust in their ability. You might be wondering where the hell Bird Person is, or Phoenix Person. He's you know, I don't know. But yeah, that Thorizino that attacked us, he's the Thorizino that we've seen the last couple episodes, kind of chilling in that little lake, you know, just lurking like, yeah, I'm gonna mess Stars up, I'm gonna mess up his whole crew super bad one day when he's not expecting it. And yeah, it's literally the least that I ever expected it. And it ended up in us getting screwed. And speaking of screwed, nothing like eating some salmon and getting food poisoning. Woo! But yeah, we did end up here with the flowers, which is good news. Those are those and Ichthyornis kibble, aka the thing I always have on my shoulder. Those are the two things that you can utilize to, what is it? Those are the two things that the queen bee accepts as tributes. We'll talk about actually how taming the queen bee works and everything here in a second. In the meantime, though, I'm just going throwing the extra vegetables down on Spike because I did have to gather up a few of them, and they spoil, so I don't really want it to spoil. I don't want it to go to waste because we just spent all that time and resources and time because we needed to get those goddamn resources. We spent all that to get the bug repellent, which we do need. You need bug repellent for this. Like, maybe you don't. I'm like 90% sure you do, and even if you didn't, it would just be hella hard, and I don't know if you guys want hella hard. You probably want hella chill, and sorry that there's just no game sound behind my voice. It's probably weird. Hopefully it's fixed by next episode. I'm sorry. I'm thinking next episode. Right, I'm thinking next episode. I don't know if we can go after that magical thing in the sea, because our sea experience in this series has been awful. But we could go after the Daeodon, or the Daeodon. You know, there's different ways to pronounce it, but no matter which way I pronounce it, someone tells me I'm wrong, so I'm just gonna accept that fact. But now it's the time that we start heading out. At this point, I thought I saw a beehive on the way back from our little rare flower trip, and I did. For a sec there, I thought it was that Parasaur's butt, because it had a nice golden color. You can actually see it on screen a couple of times here. I'm just an absolute dingus, and I'm like, "Duh, where'd the hive go? I thought it was around here somewhere. Oh, Star, you're a genius. That's my derp voice. I'm sorry. I've probably offended someone out there. I don't know how. It's a derpy voice, man. You can't deny that. I'm a derp. I'm a certified derp. But yeah, you can kind of see it. I think. Wait, is that it? Yeah, that is it. Okay, so I realize where it is at this point, and I'm like, yes. And we start dismounting, getting ready to check it out and whatnot. The problem with the redwood biome, as we know from only the last couple episodes, and by that I mean every time we've gone to the redwood biome, is we could die at any moment from other stuff. But right now you can see we have the option to gather honey. Because of the ghillie suit, we're right next to the beehive and we're not getting stung by the little worker bees. Normally if you don't have the ghillie suit's pretty much like the, oh, there you go. We grabbed the honey. Now when you grab some honey or you piss off the hive, that's when the drones will start coming out. Those things are certified dicks. And actually, I would have been really screwed. If they stung me when I was on my dire bear, I'm pretty sure their sting will actually knock you off of your mount. So that's pretty risky. I have no clue where they went at this point, but we're getting attacked by terror birds because, yeah, it's the redwood biome. That's why I was really scared about this. And I'm like, I was wishing I found that thing on a beach, but oh man, a beach hive, that would have been so easy. Seriously, I don't know, beaches are just easy. And yeah, as you can see there, we got the honey. You can eat it, and it heals like, I think 10 health, a little bit of food. It's pretty good though, especially once we do get a hive going, to just have that production consistently happening. That's gonna be really good for us. But right now we're kind of eyeing the thing up. I'm kind of, you know, hyping myself up, and I see a bee leave, so I'm like, whoa, what's this doing? And apparently that's the queen bee. I didn't know that they can abandon beehives. That, or this queen bee just like, psych, I'm out of here. So I'm like, dude, this is perfect. It's time to start taming. And then I start taming and stuff, and it gets super hyped. So I start walking up to it, try feeding it and all that jazz. And I'm doing my best. I'm struggling just a little bit because it's kind, you can't hear it. The noise is a big part of it, but it's getting a little bit pissed off at me. I'm not really aiming at the best spot. There you can see I was trying to aim at a good spot. I think I feed it like a couple of times. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, but we're struggling with this. My Ichthyornis, oh my god. Oh my god, this thing was annoying me so much today, because like, he's on my shoulder, right? And whenever I'm going up to the queen bee, I'm spamming triangle because I want to feed it and I don't want to mess it up, right? Well, that also happens to be a problem, you know? It does happen to be a problem. Anyways, oh, hello. 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 How you doing there, bee? How you doing? Yeah, I don't care. I just want to tame you. Yeah, and then we got the Ichthyornis flying out. Yeah, so that's what sucks about it. If you spam triangle, you don't want to tame a bee during this or with this situation. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, it's a lot. I didn't really commentating after everything happens is weird, but you can see that thing's getting pissed and stuff. So you have to be very careful when you're trying to tame it because it will. You can't touch it. Dire bear there's handling terror bear, but long story short, you can't touch it because then it gets mad. For some reason, they're supposed to poop out drones. This one was not pooping out drones for whatever reason. I don't know why, but it's kind of low-key a blessing in disguise for us because we actually end up on the good end of the stick because of it. So I'm not even salty, but you can see every time. That's why I was having such a hard time taming. I'm throwing out the Ichthyornis. I'm scared. I'm accidentally telling the Ichthyornis, hey, kill the bee and bring back its flesh. I'm surprised that bear didn't maul the shit out of me. But yeah, that Ichthyornis, so I just start trying to like tell him to stop. This is what confuses me. He stopped. He's stopped right now, right? He stopped. I'm not delusional. You saw him. He was in a stopped state of mind. Just wait for what this bugger is about to do. Like, I don't know how it happens, but this thing, he was doing the impossible. He was like, I think this is the point where maybe things get a little bit easier or something like that, and then I realized that, yeah, my rare flowers were stolen, so I had to go on a quick old fucking... go on a quick field trip, man, that's always fun. But we got the field trip, we got the rare flowers, twas not fun, but we got it. Oh, fuck. This is why I hate the redwood biome, dude. The pegomastixes, or whichever of those little things. We got the bee, yay! You know what that means. See, as soon as I realized, hold up, we've been robbed. I actually needed more rare flowers, and we got the rare flowers. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we got those. We could tame this thing up. You can see the Ichthyornis again. I don't know what he was doing. He was supposed to chill back there. Supposed to chill back there. I don't know. I didn't tell anyone to follow me. That Ichthyornis has a mind of its own. So yeah, if you're taming a bee, don't bring anything on your shoulder. But we do have the giant bee, and you guys know what that means. At least on this channel, you should know what that means in the comment section down below. Make sure you start going ham and letting me know. Letting the ever-knowing star, letting me know what you want this dude's name to be, just how we named the Kentrosaur in the last video, or how I told you guys to name him. We'll name him a little bit closer to the end of the video. But yeah, if you guys have any ideas for the name, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below. It takes like a couple seconds to type out the comment. If you're feeling extra dedicated, right, maybe scroll through the comments a little bit. Hit that like button on ones that you like and whatnot. And speaking of like, if you guys don't like this style of video, don't worry, I'm not changing the series all of a sudden where it's like, oh, I'm only gonna commentate after. Also, I love how fast the dire bear is. It's insane. And also, we picked up the giant bee as a beehive, if you guys saw that. I let go of the Ichthyornis, and turns out he actually goes hunting. And this is also when I realized that Phoenix person is hiding in the side of a cliff, I think. Yeah, you can see him over there. But you saw that I picked up the bee as a beehive, so that's where this thing is super useful. But yeah, make sure you guys let me know about the name, and I'll shout you guys out as I always do and say thank you. But yeah, if you're feeling extra generous, do that. And let me know feedback on the style of video. Like, I don't think I'm gonna transition to it, obviously, but in case of emergency, it's good that I can like talk over it. It takes way longer to do, and I also have to render it out because before, it's weird. When I do console capture, rendering is like 30 seconds because I use like a built-in thing with like the thing that captures from like my console, right? So that's a little bit different. And I'm getting a bit advanced. You guys probably don't care. You just want me to talk about dinos. But I mean, for some people who might be interested in it, I just dropped some facts right there. But yeah, we got the beehive. I think it's about 4 pounds or something. At any point in time, you can make your tamed queen bee into that, and it should be pretty chill. And at this point, I'm brainstorming. Well, I'm actually trying to brainstorm a way to get that goddamn Ichthyornis to stay away from me. I think we got a little bit of food poisoning there, as is tradition, because I just love my food poisoning, man. You know, a little bit of salmonella builds character. All right, people are like, oh, deadly diseases, people dying, but it's like, listen, character. Gotta build that first. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm probably having like an ADHD attack or something, just looking at the rocks and crap. I don't know. When I live commentate, I definitely get a little bit hectic and whatnot. But I'm trying to right now, well, right now I'm noticing the fact that when that Therizno attacked, he broke our water spouts and impeded our crop's progress. Thank you, water spouts. Appreciate you as always. Seriously, dude. But I'm running on over here, because here we got a little bit of a pen. I was having a great idea. Yo, let's build a beehive here. Let's make this like the beehive pen. And then my dreams are shut down when I find out that I want to like climactically line this up with my discovery that I'm a dingus, right? So there you go. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, no, you can't put beehives on floors. I don't know what made me think that. I've never seen a, I've never really seen a beehive in a house, you know, on hardwood floors. So it makes sense. You got to put them on like some natural type stuff. So I just move them closer to the base a little bit here. And this is where the beehive gets a little bit more interesting. So if we ever do want to take our bee back, all we got to do is demolish the thing. I'm like pretty sure it's bigger when it's your own beehive. That seems bigger than the one we saw in the wild. Do not quote me on that, because I'm the least quotable person you should ever be quoting. Like, I'm pretty sure if you quote me and your professor's like, oh, Starsnipe, fail. You know, I'm widely known. Why? I don't know. But there you can see the rare flowers. You need, if you're getting one of these beehives or queen bee, you need to make sure that you have a rare flower in the beehive, because what this is gonna do is you have to do it to keep the beehive healthy. Here I'm contemplating whether or not I should demolish the thing, because I'm just like I'm scared that I'm gonna somehow mess something up. But in the end, I do figure it out. Demolishing this does end up getting, whenever you demolish the beehive, it becomes the queen bee. The beehive can, then you can turn the queen bee into a beehive, but to turn the beehive into a queen bee, you gotta put it down and then break it. So you should see that right about here. Yeah, we got the giant queen bee. We got some of the crap in there. That's the rare flowers. I definitely don't want to throw those away, because I don't like going on the field trips to the mountain, because there's always like megalosauruses suspiciously close. I haven't been attacked by them yet, but they're always suspiciously close. Sometimes there's like a Carno. That's no biggie. That's no biggie. Snuggles will destroy that. But right now I'm trying to get over a little bit. I'm trying to actually get only the bee to follow me. I was gonna actually whistle for it to attack a pteranodon, and then I realized, wait a minute, that's just gonna be a mess, because everything's gonna attack us. So I'm trying to wander over a little bit here and actually fight a pteranodon, because what the queen's supposed to do, I'm telling you, this queen bee was broken. It was like malfunctioning. That's why I left the hive. The hive didn't want it anymore, right? Because what it's supposed to do is when it's, maybe it isn't doing that, right? And also it has the smallest follow distance ever. As you can see, it stopped following me because it got out of range. It's the least dedicated follower ever. And it also happens to be really weak, as you'll see maybe right now. I don't know. No, I think I'm just gonna go straight to fighting, aren't I? Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get a little bit closer, fight a Pteranodon. I definitely want to make sure it was something that wouldn't attack back. But what's supposed to happen might not work when you tell it to attack something, but when it's, at least in self-defense, what the giant bee is supposed to do, or the giant queen bee, it's supposed to poop out those drones. So kind of like how earlier you saw that beehive and you saw those drones coming out of it, the giant queen's supposed to have a couple of those drones kind of flying about it when it enters battle. So there you go, we whistle it to attack. We're like, yo, giant bee, have a great time, and as is tradition, we get attacked by a goddamn Carno that was apparently hiding in the bushes. I don't know how a Carno, that thing came out of nowhere. Watch out, and we're on the run, so I'm like, you know what I was doing? I was drawing him back here. We might have been able to kill him with the pike. I don't care though, because I want to get him away from the queen bee. Because the queen bee, you'll see in a sec when I check out its stats, it's got like 80 health, and you actually can't level it up. But here we got everyone coming to the Carno. I was kind of scared for the Iguanodon to die, but he ended up doing okay, so that's good. Aladar actually got the kill. Aladar's like, no, your friend killed my friend, and then Terry Crews is out here flopping about in the way, and I'm like, Queen Bee, please be alive. You don't have a name yet, at least let me name you. Hopefully when it becomes a beehive though, it'll be a bit safer. But yeah, I'm just like getting this thing out of there. I'm like, screw it. It's like, this thing's malfunctioning. It can't have babies anymore. It's like, it's infertile. Can you imagine do you know how awkward that'd be if like in real life a queen bee was infertile and all it would do is just fly around? But there you saw its stats for a sec, I think. Or are those my stats? I'm not sure. I think I get a little bit more of an in-depth look. I just kind of wanted to get it away from that dangerous area. Get a little bit closer to home, because home is way, way, way safer than that crap. But yeah, you can't even level up the giant bee. You can't level it up. It has by default, I think, the same stats all the time. So you should be able to see them here in a second. Or no, I'm actually turning into a beehive, I think. Damn it! I didn't. You guys don't get a good look into it, but you can't level the thing up. You can't. So that's where it's really it's gonna be most useful as a beehive. If you're getting this thing as a fighter, I mean, you can make a dodo fight. It doesn't mean it's gonna be good. So. Like, you could, but at the end of the day, your best bet isn't that. Just make sure to keep it stocked with flowers. That's how you keep it healthy. I don't know what happens if it becomes unhealthy. Maybe it'll stop producing honey, something like that. But, yeah. Yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, it can't level up. So, this is a very weird creature. You can't level up its health, stamina, anything. It's just, it's fixed. Like, I think I could actually pull up the stats here. But I know it's 80 health. That's the most notable thing. Because that's where I'm just like, oh wow, we should definitely not be fighting with this because, yeah, it's gonna die in one hit from anything that's pissed off. So it's like that. It's got some stamina, some other crap. I really don't think it matters though, because like, again, this thing's just should, and I know it seems less fun, it should be a glorified beehive. If it's getting attacked, it'll poop out the drones that might help, or it should pray that you don't get an infertile queen bee like I did. I don't think that's an actual thing. I think it's just like maybe a bug, maybe a quick glitch, something like that. But at this point in time, I'm checking something out. I don't even remember what it was, but I'm actually just gonna fast forward through this. And then fast forward a little bit, here we are. I think what I was doing is I was trying to figure out like if you can't level it up or if literally my bee was even more defective, but no, you can't level it up, as weird as that is. It's facts, its stats are fixed. My advice, just make it a beehive, start gathering in that honey, because the honey actually does have a good use. This is what I'm trying to figure out at this point, but what the honey does is amazing. So first off, you can do it kind of like how you saw in the trailer. You can leave a trail of honey. The honey, when you drop it, does go bad pretty quick. It's like a 30 or 40, 50 second timer or something like that, right? So after that starts, but what it does is nearby dinos are drawn to it. So kind of like that one guy in Family Guy who leaves a trail of candy, like, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy, you know? You can actually do that with dinos, but you do have to kind of keep the trail a little bit fresh, but I don't know, it's kind of like a good way where you could potentially lure something into a cage for taming purposes and just make it a lot easier to tame. Unfortunately, or not unfortunately, but I don't know, your mileage may vary if the thing is aggressive. I don't know if it likes eating honey more or if it likes mauling your face if you're nearby. Speaking of mauling, bears, dire bears. If you want a dire bear, try to have some honey on you, whether you get it from some wild beehives you might find, or if you get your own beehive and you mass produce the crap, right? It has a very good use. Dire bears love this stuff. You can also use it for the Leopleurodon, I think. Yeah, that's the magical one that was added in this update. It's like, oh, Charlie and the, you know, Charlie Unicorn Chocolate Factory Mountain. You know what I'm talking about, like the thing from that famous cartoon thing that I'm. Yeah, but you can do it for that. But that's a stupid temporary tame that everyone hates. But dire bears, this is just as good as the kibble that dire bears like. So if you're trying to tame a dire bear, this honey is actually going to be really useful and honestly probably easier to get than kibble, because kibble's always a pain in the butt. So you gotta like farm and stuff. And if you guys can't tell, I'm really not about the whole farming thing unless absolutely necessary, but beehives are way cooler than a crop plot. So I would definitely recommend doing that. And after that, what else is there? When it comes to eating, like I said, they heal like good amount of food, 10 health. It's actually kind of nice that they do health. But here we are naming the Kentrosaur, and I do need to shout out the awesome people who actually did name him that. And speaking of that, while we're at it, if you want to name the other dude, you totally should. But the name we're gonna end up going with is Clark Kent / Clark Kentro. There's a reason there's two, because those two were actually by far the most popular suggestions, and they are stupidly close to each other. So I just picked the one that was technically more punny, you know, because technically and Anyways, awkwardness aside, I did want to thank the awesome people who came up with the names. I'm just gonna thank the 2 people who have the most thumbs up. These were definitely more commented though, and I appreciate everyone for all the suggestions. But the 2 main ones, Dark Wolf 101 with Clark Kentro, and Ollie Person with Clark Kent, which is a reference to, I'm pretty sure, Superman. And if I'm not sure, I totally am going to get bad things are going to happen to me in the comment section, but like I'm pretty sure that that's Superman. But yeah, other than that, thank you to you 2. I did choose Clark Kentro, but I did want to go with shout out both of you guys because you both did come up technically with it. It's pretty close, but other than that, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Make sure to tune in next episode for whatever we do, and have yourselves an awesome freaking day. I will see you. Bye.